Hello there, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Family Chef here. Thank you for watching this. This is going to be so easy okra soup. Let's make quick okra soup, okay? I have my goat meat here. I have a tripa, that's the stomach of the cow or goat. I have my wele. The wele was tough, so I cook it a little bit. I have my tilapia and all these spicy habanero pepper, spring onions, garlic, onions, and ginger. I have my tilapia here. So my protein is going to be like goat meat, wele, cow skin, and tilapia. I have a cow feet here. I have Kobe, of course, and I have a momoin here, and I have my crab meat. Okay, crab meat, and this is salted fish. This is salted tilapia and cow feet. All right, and I have my natural spicy here. This is grain of celery. This is anise seed and cloves. I blended together yesterday with my dry machine. It's really good. I use natural spices. So anything here I did not mention, I will introduce that later. And I have my peppers, red peppers. I'm not going to use much tomatoes, maybe 1 tomato. So peppers, any peppers. These peppers is good, like mini pepper. So let's get started. If today is your first time, welcome to my channel. My name is Family Chef. Nice to meet you. I'm going to wash everything and put it together, prep my vegetables, and we see. Go ahead with that. Okay, now I wash all my protein. The cow feet and the goat meat is going first, okay? Then the rest will go later. I will leave the fishes here. The crab and the wele, because I cook it already, will go later. But now we are going to blend 1 clove of garlic, green onions, and ginger. So I'll go to this blender to blend it, to season the goat meat, and use some to season this too. Okay, the ginger and garlic and green onion, spring onion is blend. The amount of ginger or amount of garlic is your own preference, okay? I use a whole onions and 1 clove of garlic. The ginger is how spicy you like it. So a little bit goes here. We are going to steam. A little bit goes here to season the fish too. I'm going to wear my gloves and massage it everywhere, because the fish will go in later, but the fish need a season too. So we are going to turn the fire on and steam the meat first. Okay, because I don't use garlic, you see the natural spices I show you. This is cloves, anise seed, and peppers, black peppers. That's what I blended here. So I'm going to use a little bit in. You can use Maggi cube if you want, because I don't use Maggi. That's why I prefer my natural spice. Okay, so I'm going to cover this and let it steam. 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay, let's put the ginger and the garlic into the fish. Make sure it goes everywhere, because this is going to go in later. Okay, but we have to season before it goes in. All right. Okay, now the meat is done. Let's transfer the meat into this bowl with all the stock. Okay, going to wash the pan. Now the same pan, let's drop a little bit of palm oil. This is okra stew. Okay, we have okra stew and we have okra soup. This is stew. So I cook my proteins. I have my onions and koto and momo in here. I'm going to blend this peppers. This is harabino pepper, 3 harabino pepper and bell peppers. Any pepper your choice. And my tomatoes. I'm not going to use too much tomatoes. I'll introduce the onions later, okay? I introduced the okra, sorry. Let's add the onions. Let's add the momoy, the salted fish. I'll let it brown a little bit, then we'll add the rest. Let's add our Kobe. The Kobe goes into. We are doing this to flavor the palm oil. You can use regular oil, but I prefer palm oil for this recipe. I blend the bell pepper and the habanero pepper. That goes in. If you don't have this pepper, that's fine too. But I use this pepper to make it healthy. Instead of using too much tomatoes, I'm only using 2 tomatoes and use that much pepper. So it will be slimy. If you use too much tomatoes, it won't get slimy. Okay, so let's cover this and cook it for 6 minutes. This has cooked 6 minutes. Let's add our tomatoes. Just 2 small tomatoes. Okay, we don't want our tomatoes to be more. Cook another 4 minutes. This is how I cut my okra. Like this. Okay, and I have a next one that I'm cutting it like round like this. See, I have different shape. That's how I like it. 2 different shape. The other one I do it like this and that, and this one is just like that. So I have 2 different shape. It's almost done. Let's have a touch of salt. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. That's it. I have my shrimp powder, 2 teaspoons. I'll leave 1 teaspoon later. Okay, so salt and shrimp powder is in. We are leaving our Kobe in. The Kobe should be in. Alright. Almost. Now we switch a gear to here. That is my okra. I cut this okra yesterday, so it's a little bit dark. You see different type. I cut different shapes. So this is going in. If you like the okra to be slimy, let me show you how. If you like your okra to be slimy, just continue to stir like you are mashing it. Stir, stir, stir when it's on the fire. When you just put it in the fire, stir like I'm doing it in the video. So it will be so slimy. I'm not putting any cow in. Okay, that's how you get your okra to become slimy. I'm going to continue to beat this okra for 5 minutes, and I will show you how it looks. It's on the fire still. Okay, 5 minutes later, you see how the okra becomes so slimy. All right, don't put salt yet. Let it cook for 3 minutes, then we'll put the salt. Now we can put our crabs. Okay, the okra is cooking right here. The stew is ready. The reason why I use peppers is better than tomatoes. If you don't want your okra stew to become, if you want it slimy, don't use too much tomatoes. Now we are putting our protein back to the okra stew. The wele is going back. I cooked the wele because the wele was tough. I'm putting all my protein back to it. So all we are waiting for is everything is in. All we are waiting for is the okra to cook. Then we'll dump the okra in. Now before we dump the okra, we are going to let this bubble for 5 more minutes. Okay, now you can tell our okra is boiling. Now we can put salt, a little bit of salt. Don't put salt at the beginning. If you put salt at the beginning, the sliminess will go right away. Okay, because we are not using the cow, we are going to use a little bit of baking powder, baking soda. That represents like it's canway. Okay, just quarter teaspoon. Don't put too much. If you put too much, it becomes so slimy. As soon as you put the baking powder in, you see how slimy it looks. Very, very, very slimy. If you don't like too much slimy, don't put it in. Okay, the salt and the baking powder is in now. That's it. It's going to bubble for 1 minute, then that's it. We turn the fire off. In here is our meat and everything is in. Let's put the fish in here. The reason why I season the fish, because the fish goes in last. So if you don't season the fish will not get any seasoning. Okay, that's a lot of meat, so this is going to cook for 2 minutes, then I'll dump the okra in. Okay, now it's good. We're going to, let's pour the okra in. Oh my goodness gracious. My goodness gracious. When you are stirring, you should be very careful because the fish and everything in, we are not going to stir that much. Okay, we are going to let it bubble. I'm going to put my peppers and the rest of the stuff. I'm adding my peppers, my spinach, this is done. I'm going to let this bubble for 1 minute, then that's it. That's it. It's done. Okay, now you can tell our okra stew / okra soup is ready. You can see the wele is there, the fish, everything is in tight. I put my spinach. Let me put the last ingredients, 1 teaspoon of shrimp powder. Then that's it. I lower the heat. I don't want the okra soup to be burned. So you get to the point you lower your heat, okay? Lower it so it won't get burned. The koto is there, the yamwadie, the peppers, Everything is in tight. All right. Okay, now I'm going to turn the fire off and let it cool down. Then we see what we are going to eat with. You can eat with banku, you can eat with dokono, you can eat with rice, you can eat with anything your choice. Okay. This is almost done. Let's see how we eat it. Okay guys, this is the end of the okra soup. It's too late, I can't eat the banku and show you. Okay, and again, this is special request for my friend. Asked me to cook this okra for her, so I'm going to deliver it to her. Again, it's too late, I cannot eat with the banku to let you know how we eat it. So next time I will bring more recipe of the okra stew. This is okra stew slash like okra soup because I use bell pepper and the rest of the stuff. It looks so amazing. Okay, if today is your first time, please don't pass by without subscribing to this channel. Okay, next time I'll bring another step-by-step recipe that you might like. I always said, don't forget to be kind and nice to everyone. Family Chef, next week. I will see you next week with brand new recipe. All right. Have a good night. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. You can use your own fish. You can use any meat, pork, fish, anything you want. Okay. Thank you. Have a good night.